Well, here's my boy cage. I finally took down their swinging perches and put in the more permanent slanted ones. I actually put 5 rungs on this one. The one I put at the top is a little too high. I need to lower it about 1 inch. But it does easily support 5. They're not going to be pooping on each other or pulling each other's tails or anything. So I have to go out and get a couple more dowels, and I have to lower that one about 1 inch. But I think 5 is going to work out just fine, which is good. That's 20 feet of perch space plus a few down lower. See, they're all down there now because they're like, what did you do with our perches? I took Peabody out of here. He's going to be a breeder pretty soon, so I put him in the big flight. So the only birds in here are babies and my 2 senior citizens, which is Dusty right there and Blue right there. I did decide to go ahead and with the mythological characters. So with my 2018, Boo Bird got his name because he's just so friendly that he'd climb around on me, and I just started calling him Boo Bird. So he's Boo Bird. But everyone else in here, so I'm going to name, I named Bubba's 3 boys. This dark guy here is Vulcan. They're Greek mythology. This dark guy here is Vulcan. His spangled brother is Apollo, and his other brother is Dionysus. He's the party animal. This is Boo Bird's little brother. Now, one of the things that I've read over and over again is if you're going to improve your line, you have to cull brutally. In other words, you cannot keep chicks because you want that color, or you want this, or you want that. You have to cull for size and showable qualities. So here's Boo Bird up here and his brother over here, and when they're standing next to each other, Boo Bird is a full head taller than his brother. A full head. So I probably won't keep his brother. Now, again, it's too young yet. I can't cull them yet. I have to wait until they're at least 6 or 7 months old to make sure. But this little guy right here is Hardy and Racine's boy. I'm keeping his sister, who ended up being a gift to Texas Clearbody, but this guy is puny, so I don't see keeping him. He's still young, though. He's doing his 4-month molt, so again, we'll wait for a little while to give him every chance to grow. On Bubba's 3 boys, the dark one is small. The Apollo here is good sized, and Dionysus is good sized, but the little little dark green guy is not. He's small. So he may end up going, but again, not time to remove anybody yet. I'm going to go ahead and take a pass on, of course, Cookie, who is up there. Isn't it interesting? These 2 were not raised in the same nest. That's Cookie's oldest brother by Gray, and he was raised by Izon and Matilda. But he and Cookie have bonded. They seem to kind of sense something in each other. But anyway, Cookie's undersized because of the starvation, so he's going to go. And so will Gizmo. Gizmo's going to go to a good home for a very tame bird, because, of course, since I hand-fed her, she's very tame. And the other brother right here, who was raised by Haverty and Lacey, will stay, because, of course, those 2 are the ones that achieve some kind of normal size. Let's see, what else? And then there are this little pied guy over here. Now, these guys are really young. But all of Jester and Sky's babies seem to have some decent size. There is, this is their youngest baby boy. He's a Spangle, and this is the little pied. Oh, and the other thing is, I was talking to a gal, and she said, yeah, sometimes they go through their 4-month molt. Pieds that are born with no pied marks go through their 4-month molt, and all of a sudden they grow a pied mark. So this may not be a loss just yet. And the other thing that happens is sometimes people breed clear flight pieds to dominant pieds, and you breed them out, and you get a clear flight pied baby out of a dominant pied male. So this little guy could pass for a clear flight pied because he has absolutely no pied markings on his chest, only on his wings and tail. But they're both of good size, so far we're keeping them all. And the other one is this is Stratus and Hyacinth's son. And both him and his sister are showing me some size that neither Stratus nor Hyacinth really had. So I'm kind of a surprise. We'll see what happens. But I'm trying to upbreed their stock, so I will definitely keep at least one of them to outbreed to a really big bird. So I can then backbreed to one of the other that I have going. So you see that? He's tall next to that little runty, hardy baby boy. So yeah, the culling process has to happen. And that's the other thing is, okay, I'm only going to have 3 chicks per pair, and I'm going to cull ruthlessly because I would like to do this hobby without having 400 birds. It's crazy how fast they start to stack up when you've got successful breeding happening. So a part of that culling and a part of the making sure everybody's getting enough to eat when they're babies is so I can be a breeder without having to have, I think I have about 50 birds as it is, maybe more. So again, up here with the girls, this is Coco and Kobe's first chick. She is absolutely huge. She's at least as big as her mother already, and she's only like 3.5 or 4 months old. This is Royal and Matilda's last breeding girl. Although of course the Violent one is tiny, but the Cobalt one looks like Matilda, and she's getting some size on her. So I may end up having to offload my little Violet and keeping the Cobalt. Then there's my teeny little double factor Spangle. She'll go if she doesn't do something. This teeny little girl right here, definitely a girl, definitely tiny. And this is, again, Stratus and Hyacinth's baby girl. She's growing a lovely mask. I think she may even be bigger than her brother. So this could be a showable chick. And this is the giant baby, the giant sister from the double factor Spangle. It will definitely be a keeper. This little girl right here, this is Sky's baby girl in every way. When Sky was a baby, she used to climb all over me and pull my hair and bite my ears, and this little one does exactly the same thing. And then there's these two down here who are, those 3 in a row right there are Stratus and Scruffy and Laurel's 3 oldest chicks. You can see the 2 ones on the end and how much bigger they are than number 3, who is still much bigger than number 4 right here. So I will definitely be keeping the first 2, and for some reason it looks like they're all girls, all 5 of them. So I'm kind of hoping somebody's going to turn into a boy, but it's not looking good. So I'll definitely be keeping the first 2. I will not keep the last 2. They are just so small. It's just no way. The third one is actually putting on a little size, kind of maybe making up for some lost time, or wasn't that bad off in the first place. But the last 2 are just not breedable birds. So, and that's my little Texas Clearbody, who's finally growing a little bit. She was really small, but now she's putting on some size now that her leg is healed and everything, and she's flying around in here, which is very good news, because I don't have that many Texas Clearbodies, so I can't cull her, because I need somebody from that line to keep the bloodlines fresh. So that's what's happening in the baby sheds. I also determined that I could make, I'm making room. I've got 8 more pairs out there to breed. I'm going to get a lot more babies. 8 times 3 is 28. I also determined that I don't need to make these perches quite this far apart. I can take the 2 middle ones and spread them out a little and put a 5th one in there so we have enough perch room for all the incoming babies. Okay.